Hello, and welcome to Scientific Notation 101. In this video, you will learn how to use scientific notation. Now, what is scientific notation? Scientific notation is a way to represent large numbers in a short format, to allow it to be easier to use and see. Now, how do we use scientific notation? Let's take a number like 9 million. Verbally, it's easy to understand what I'm referring to, but when written out, it may not be as easy. This is due to the large number of zeros. Scientific notation allows us to write this number in a much simpler way. To do this, we need to place a decimal point to the right of the first significant figure, as so. Now, we have to move the decimal point right until we reach the end of the number. Now, we need to count the number of spaces that we moved. In this case, it was 6, so our answer will look like this. Notice how our exponent was the number of spaces we moved. Now, let's look at another example. So we have 0.000000214. This number isn't easy to work with, so let's convert it. Now, just like before, we are going to place a decimal to the right of the first significant figure. So it will look like this. Now, this is a little different. This time we must go left instead of right. This is because this number is originally a decimal. Now, after moving left, we get 7, as so. But notice the 7 is negative. This is because we went left instead of right. Now, let's convert from scientific notation to standard. So, what we got to do here? Well, the negative 7 is telling us to go 7 units to the left. So that's exactly what we do. It's going to look like this. Let's show another example. This one's telling us to go 4 units to the right. So we'll go 4 units to the right, and we get 62,100. Now before we go, let's talk about how not to use scientific notation. If you remember from our title, we represented 101 as 1.01 times 10 to the second. This is not an efficient way to use scientific notation because, as you can see, 101 is clearly a shorter format than 1.01 times 10 to the second. So you would not use scientific notation for writing numbers that are just less than the form it's in scientific notation. Alright, thanks for watching and I hope you learned something.